TobenOne have made more than just a dock here. They've created the ability to turn your MacBook into a desktop powerhouse. If you don't know TobenOne, they are the OGs when it comes to producing high quality docking stations for your MacBooks and laptops, but they offer more than just some simple extra ports. They offer full dual 4K 60 display connectivity, 10 gigabytes per second USB connectivity, and in this case full 100 watt GAN charging compatibility. So although very simple on face value, I want to see why the UDS038M is one of my new top 5 gadgets. Starting as we always do with what's in the box and the unboxing experience, and it is always the first indication of the quality of a product, and really, as we come to expect from TobenOne, it is super high quality here. The packaging in the box really gives me an indication as to how high quality this gadget really is. Inside the box you get, well, just a simple manual, and in absolute truth, you're not going to need this. This is a fully plug and play device. It is fully compatible with all of the M series of MacBooks from the M1, M2, M3 and M4. So as long as you're rocking one of those MacBooks, you'll be able to use this in a simple plug and play fashion, so you can throw that manual straight where it belongs, in the bin. The dock is a very small footprint and is an incredible build quality. When you get to actually hold it in your hands, you get to see how much effort TobenOne have put into this, and it's a really diminutive, almost misleadingly small little device. Underneath this you have the accessories department, and that houses the very unique dual USB to dual USB. It is absolutely essential that you use this supplied cable. It is of course just a USB connectivity, but this is specifically designed for the high data bandwidths and high charging compatibility that you're going to need with this dock. So I recommend that you just use this cable and don't consider using one of your extra long cheap USB-Cs that you found with that cheap device that you bought the other day. Use this one, it's definitely going to work. The power brick is there as well, and frustratingly it is a US plug that we have. You have the choice of US and EU, but if you're in Australia or like we are in the UK, you have to use a power adapter, a converter plug, which in all honesty I really don't like, and it's probably the only thing that I dislike about this device. Specs wise is where the UDS038M really shines. They've crammed so much in that it's actually kind of hard to fathom. From that simple dual connection, you're given 16 connectivity options, including that 100 watt charging, support for dual 4K 60Hz displays, and a whole load more. On the front, you have two USB-C 3.2s for 10 gigabytes per second transfer. One of these USB-Cs offers 20 watts output charging for things like your mobile phones or tablets. You have 3.5mm audio inputs and outputs, SD and micro SD card slots on the front, with the ability to use both of these simultaneously, which for people like me who are making videos all the time, that's absolutely mega. Also on the front you have one USB-A, which is also a 3.2 class, which again supports 10 gigabytes per second data transfer. Flipping it over to the back, you have even more options. It kind of doesn't stop here. You have one LAN port for network connectivity. This Ethernet port supports up to 2,500 megabytes per second network speeds. You also obviously have support for 1,110 as well, and the different class steps there. You have a further two USB-A ports on the back. They're 3.2, but these are only for 5 gigabytes per second data transfer, and then two further USB-As as well. These are 2.0 class, which support up to 480 megabytes per second. You have the USB-C power delivery 3.0 port here, which is for the 100 watt input. It's worth noting that the dock supports 100 watt input from the supplied GAN Gen 3 charger. Then this is split in the dock for the 87 watt maximum output for the host device, and an additional 20 watts for that front USB charging output. Finally, you have the two HDMI ports on the back, and both of these support 4K 60Hz output simultaneously, so you can have two 4K displays rocking from your MacBook from one single port. Amazing. So clearly on face value, it packs in literally everything you could ever want, but these things only really come into their own when you get to use them. And it's in use where really I actually fell in love with this, breathing new life into my aging MacBook with a huge amount of simultaneous high-speed connections. It doesn't just make life easy, but it also fully future-proofs my devices. But making my life easy is actually one of the other strengths here. When using all the supplied cables, those dual USB-C ones, it's truly a plug and play affair, meaning that I can connect my laptop to my full dual 4K display desk setup, and when I'm done, I can unplug and be mobile with the laptop again, just with that simple supplied dual USB-C cable. If I was going to pick any flaws at all here, and honestly it's very hard, especially when we consider that just £114 price point, it's going to be about that plug. That's the only thing that I dislike, the fact that you can only get a US and EU plug as standard, and if you're in any other territories like we are in the UK, you have to use the power adapter plugs. I don't like them, they always feel a bit flimsy, they don't connect so well to our plugs here, so that's probably the biggest downfall of this thing. But once you've got it fully set up and secured, and if you're going to leave that plugged in and not touch it again, this truly is next level, and I've been absolutely blown away by using it. It is a really understated, just 4-inch box that cost me only £114 that has truly transformed my desk setup with my MacBook. It's simple, well made, and incredibly good to use. But is it one of our new top 5 gadgets? Well, I'll let you guys decide down in the comments down below. And whilst you're down there, make sure you like this video, subscribe for more top 5 gadgets, and I'll see you next time.